kinds of like shelters in the city.
Yeah, I know. I just gotta steal everything I want to eat.
I'm sure it'll come in handy, but I'm still not sure why I took this spell.
What spell?
Create or destroy water.
I am happy with my items right now.
Okay.
I mean, I can just straight up create 10 gallons of water, so I mean, sure. Alternatively, the water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube. Extinguishing exposed flames. So that could come in handy, I suppose.
Did I take nature? No, I have no nature ability. Damn.
I absolutely do not. I have medicine, though. That doesn't come in handy.
Okay. If you guys have everything you want.
Insight, history.
You mentioned maybe checking in the magic shop for
for that the alchemist
for
flame.
things with radiant damage or some alchemist fire. So I'm thinking,
yeah.
let's go take care of that.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
They got anything that deals radiant damage in there?
Hey,
nothing.
You had a good idea.
Nothing that explicitly deals radiant damage. They do have a ring of light. This stuff you would have to pay for if you want it. The ring of light is very similar to Oscar's ring. It's just it holds the light spell, 5 charges of the light spell in it for 25 gold.
Now, the light spell meaning they can use the ring to cast the spell on
cast-
other
to
objects,
cast-
or just
to
cast it
cast.
on the ring?
On any, it just casts the spell.
Okay.
They have to touch the ring to whatever they're casting it on.
Can it be used to just cast said spell on the ring at hand?
Yeah, you can just make the ring itself glow. Yeah.
Granted, I'm not sure what bright light within this close to your face would do to you, but probably not a great idea.
And beyond that, they do have what essentially amounts to Greek fire. Clay jars full of oil with a essentially like it's got like a magical thing in the stopper that ignites it when it breaks.
Well, there's an item called Alchemist Fire.
Is there actually alchemist fire in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it specifically says it's full of these fluids that ignite when they're, let's see, the sticky adhesive fluid ignites when exposed to air. As an action, you can throw this flask up to 20 feet, shattering it on impact, making a ranged attack against a creature or object. Treating the alchemist fire as improvised weapon on the hit target takes 1d4 fire damage.
Yeah, I did not notice that there.
Yep, and he has to make just a DC 10 dexterity to extinguish the flame.
Yeah, so they have actual, just straight up, yeah, the alchemist's fire is basically what I was describing there. So yeah, and those they will give you 2 of those for free, but the ring you would have to pay for.
Okay. I'll take the alchemist fire for sure. And I was wondering if maybe you'd be willing to go down to 15 on the ring.
Roll persuasion. I'll go to 20.
Go down to 15 for my friend, please.
I'm sorry.
At this point, I just slink away.
22.
Damn it!
And the biggest hug you've ever seen.
I suppose 20 will work.
Okay.
Can I just bring everybody's attention to my stealth fail there, in which I rolled a 2?
I was just going to pass over it.
Jeez.
Just
Wow, those are expensive. Those alchemist fires are expensive.
50 gold pieces normally, yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was 5 charges of light on that ring?
5 charges of the light cantrip, yep.
Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to put it on and I'm going to punch that shadow.
Punch it.
Because,
Twist it.
monk, that's
Cool.
what I do.
Punch it.
Bop it.
Lick it. Lick it. Lick it.
Slower.
Lick it. Slower.
Oh man, every time I try and do something in this window, it just freezes everything for a bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Including his picture on my screen.
Yeah, it's frozen, but I can hear you talking.
There it
There
is.
you are. All right. Well, yeah, if you guys have the stuff you want, then you can head to the docks.
Sure.
Let's get to those docks, boys.
All right, let's
Okay.
go.
So you end up going to the. Let's see, the one that's going to get you to the docks is going to be the northeastern gate. Obviously, city, for the most part, everything kind of seems normal as you're walking through the city and stuff. There's maybe a few people kind of acting a little timid or whatnot just because the city was attacked the night before, but nothing crazy. You exit the gates with no issues, and you go around, and you can see that the I don't want to necessarily call them slums, but these slums outside of the city, outside of the walls, there's all kinds of buildings and stuff. They're all actually built on stilts because at certain times of the year the lake rises, and it is currently that time of year right now. So most of it's fine, and they can use little like pontoon boats, almost Venice style, to kind of get between them and stuff. But some of the people that have poorly constructed their shacks and things like that, many of them are flooded during this time of year.
Second to the swamp.
Essentially.
Another one. Second to the
So the docks themselves are actually built in a tiered. They're a little ways down away from the city, probably about a half a mile to a mile from the city, at the edge of the lake, and they're built in a tiered structure so that when the lake rises, just the next platform becomes the main dock level, et cetera, et cetera. And there is obviously you're on one of the upper tiers because the lake's almost at its highest point at this point. And there is a ship there waiting for you.
into the lake, and it's like Atlantis. Big houses and stuff.
It kind of, yeah. When people first started building structures here, they were swept away and flooded during times of the year. And then over time, they realized they needed to kind of build them on stilts and stuff. But then there's some people that just, with nothing else to do, will build like a lean-to next to something else. And then the water rises and they have nowhere to sleep anymore. So, but these are the people that like are just there's no. I mean, the city's so jam-packed full. Like it's all the surviving people of the world essentially are here. So there's not room for everybody. That's just how it is. But I just wanted to make sure that detail is pointed out, especially for Caden's character, because obviously he's seeing firsthand, although he was already aware of just how bad things can be for some people. So you reach the dock. There's a ship waiting there. Obviously, it's just a small one. I mean, it's a huge lake, but it's not like it's crossing the ocean or anything. So it's a relatively small shipping or cargo ship. Probably like a crew of 10 to 20 people, depending, kind of thing. And there's a man at the dock waiting for you. He is human, and he appropriately has an eye patch.
Hey, Is that for show? Or is that real?
What's with the eye patch?
It's a long story.
Hey, you sound like me.
Yeah, I picked it up. Lived with dwarves my whole life. Then on the.
Smelled bad.
Are you going to do anything about that, Oscar?
I'm actually going to take my warhammer and like poke him in the head with the bottom of the hilt of it.
I'm going to dodge.
Damn it!
Yeah, you just like completely just like ghost out of the way of that. But yeah, he's
He's just it's okay. He's just compensating.
He looks at you and he points out more closely the scars running down the side of his face, and he says, "I'm trying to remember what the creature's called. Give me a second. I gotta find the right one. I'll take the index. It'll find it for me.
You're gonna fail one of those deck saves, and you're not gonna like it.
Believe me, it's always on my mind.
You
What's
will
gonna happen when I
never,
crit fail?
ever forget the time that you missed your deck save against
So he's
me.
gonna say, we ventured out to the sea and got attacked by a kraken.
A kraken?
Is that the same sea we're about to get on?
No, you're getting on the lake.
Oh, cool.
You mean like big tentacle kraken?
Hey,
I got a similar scar when I shaved last. You can't see it, it's underneath my long, luxurious beard.
And at that point, I just walk away.
That's not quite the same.
Sorry about our companion.
Our friend is a little, should we say, sheltered.
I think the correct word is touched.
it's all right. Well, if you'll hop on board, we'll be leaving out here real soon. I'll get you over to the riverside.
We thank you kindly.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your services.
That's what I'm here for. Okay.
What can you tell us about Riverside? I've never left Bastion.
Oh, well, Riverside's a small village, but it's growing every day. I do a lot of cargo from here to there, and it's formed up around the keep that protects the dam. So it's essentially just it's a fishing village mostly, but beautiful, wonderful town, right on the edge of the river and the lake. A lot of people sometimes say they take the river all the way down to the seaside, but haven't met many people brave enough to do that, except for me and my friends.
Is there something particularly dangerous about the river?
Not the river itself, no, but the closer you get to the sea, the more dangerous creatures you find.
That just sounds like Tuesday.
You know, it was on a Tuesday.
What happens on Tuesday?
It's metaphorical, Ivan. Just I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore.
All right, well, we're shoving off.
Out of character, I have been rolling confused for the past 3 or 4 turns.
Oh, that's absolutely fantastic.
Oh, that's fantastic.
All right, so they untie the ropes and whatnot and get set sailing there across the lake.
I gotta go back and sure that was a long time ago.
Captain says to you guys,